2026 is shaping up to be an absolutely massive year for PlayStation 5. From long-awaited sequels to brand new experiences, some of the most talked about games of the generation are finally on the horizon. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most anticipated PS5 games of 2026, ranked by hype, ambition, and sheer excitement. Let's jump right in. LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight brings the caped crusader back in classic LEGO fashion, mixing humor, action, and puzzle solving into one colorful PS5 adventure. While it may not be the most hardcore title on this list, its wide appeal makes it an easy crowd pleaser. The game expands Gotham City into a larger, more explorable hub filled with familiar DC locations and characters. From the Batcave to Arkham Asylum, fans can expect plenty of iconic settings recreated in LEGO form. As always, the charm comes from LEGO's playful storytelling, filled with jokes, slapstick moments, and clever nods to Batman's long history. It's a tone that works just as well for longtime DC fans as it does for newcomers. Gameplay focuses on light combat, environmental puzzles, and character switching mechanics. Each hero and villain bring unique abilities, encouraging experimentation and co-op play. Speaking of co-op, local and online multiplayer remains a big draw. LEGO games are known for being easy to jump into with friends or family, and this entry looks no different. While it's not aiming to reinvent the genre, it delivers exactly what fans expect: polished, accessible fun. That reliability is part of why LEGO games continue to sell so well. For players looking for a lighter break from intense action games in 2026, LEGO Batman is a fun and familiar option. phantombladezero is one of the most visually striking action games currently in development for PS5. Inspired by Chinese martial arts cinema, it blends fast-paced combat with stylish presentation. The game's combat system emphasizes speed, precision, and fluid animations. Rather than slow, methodical fights, phantombladezero focuses on aggressive offense and cinematic swordplay. What's really caught attention is how smooth everything looks in motion. Every slash, dodge, and finisher feels choreographed, giving fights a dramatic flair rarely seen in action RPGs. The world itself leans into dark fantasy, with eerie environments and mysterious characters that hint at a deeper narrative beneath the action. While story details remain limited, the tone alone has fans intrigued. phantombladezero has frequently appeared in PlayStation showcases, helping build momentum among PS5 players. Each new trailer only seems to raise expectations. It's also being praised for how it balances accessibility with depth, aiming to satisfy both casual players and action game veterans. If it delivers on its promise, phantombladezero could become one of 2026's breakout action titles. Pragmata is one of the most mysterious games on this list, and that mystery is a big reason why fans are so intrigued. Developed by Capcom, it represents one of the company's boldest new IPs in years. Set in a sci-fi future, the game appears to focus on exploration, combat, and storytelling within a surreal high-tech world. Early footage showcased astronauts, artificial intelligence, and strange environments. Unlike Capcom's more established franchises, Pragmata feels experimental. That sense of unpredictability has kept people talking through its long development cycle. Delays have only fueled curiosity, with many hoping the extra time allows Capcom to fully realize its vision. Capcom's recent track record has given fans confidence. Gameplay appears to blend action and strategy, potentially offering something different from traditional shooters or hack-and-slash titles. Visually, Pragmata leans into realism mixed with abstract sci-fi elements, creating an unsettling but fascinating atmosphere. If Capcom sticks the landing, Pragmata could end up being one of the most unique PS5 experiences of 2026. Marveltokon Fighting Souls aims to bring Marvel characters into the spotlight with a bold, team-based fighting system. Developed by Arc System Works, expectations are high. The game features fast-paced battles with multiple characters on screen, emphasizing assists, combos, and momentum. It's designed to feel flashy, chaotic, and incredibly fun to watch. Arc System Works is known for stylish visuals and deep mechanics, and that pedigree alone has fighting game fans paying attention. Marvel's massive roster opens the door for dream matchups, letting heroes and villains clash in over-the-top fashion. While competitive depth is important, the game also appears welcoming to casual players, making it accessible without sacrificing complexity. With esports potential and strong visual identity, marveltokon could carve out a dedicated community on PS5. For fans of fighting games or Marvel in general, this is one to keep firmly on the radar.
007 First Light is IO Interactive's long-awaited James Bond game, and it's shaping up to be a fresh take on the iconic spy. Rather than adapting a specific movie, this game tells an original Bond origin story. Players will step into the role of a younger Bond before he becomes the legendary 007. This allows the story to explore his rise through the ranks of MI6. IO Interactive's experience with the Hitman series shines through in the emphasis on stealth, planning, and player choice. Missions are expected to reward creativity rather than brute force. That said, this is still Bond, so expect gadgets, exotic locations, and cinematic action sequences. The blend of stealth gameplay and narrative ambition has made First Light one of the most talked about upcoming PS5 titles. Fans are eager to see how IO balances realism with classic Bond spectacle. If done right, 007 First Light could redefine what a modern James Bond game looks like.
Resident Evil Requiem is Capcom's next major entry in the legendary survival horror franchise, and expectations are sky high. After years of successful remakes and new entries, the series is in one of its strongest eras ever. This installment leans heavily into atmosphere, tension, and psychological horror. Capcom has made it clear that fear and suspense are once again front and center. Early information points to a darker tone, unsettling environments, and a renewed focus on exploration and resource management. Fans of classic Resident Evil should feel right at home. At the same time, modern design elements ensure the game feels smooth and accessible on PS5. Combat, puzzles, and storytelling are expected to blend classic roots with modern polish. Capcom's RE engine continues to impress, delivering realistic lighting, detailed environments, and terrifying creature designs. The Resident Evil fanbase is massive, and anticipation continues to grow with every tease or announcement. If Capcom keeps its current momentum, Requiem could stand among the franchise's best entries. Saros is the next major title from Housemarque, the studio behind Returnal, and it's already one of the most intriguing PS5 exclusives in development. From the start, it's clear this game is aiming high. The gameplay builds on Housemarque's signature fast-paced action, combining intense combat with fluid movement and precise shooting. Everything looks designed to keep players constantly engaged. Saros also leans into a mysterious sci-fi setting, filled with strange worlds and unanswered questions. Storytelling appears environmental and immersive rather than overly explicit. Like Returnal, the game emphasizes mastery, rewarding players who learn enemy patterns and refine their skills over time. Visually, Saros showcases the PS5's power with striking effects, smooth performance, and detailed alien environments. Housemarque has earned a reputation for challenging but rewarding gameplay, and fans trust the studio to deliver something special. For players who crave intense action with a unique identity, Saros is shaping up to be a standout. Nioh 3 brings Team Ninja's punishing yet rewarding action RPG series back to PS5, and fans couldn't be happier. The franchise has carved out a dedicated following thanks to its deep combat systems. This entry continues the blend of fast-paced swordplay, mythological enemies, and challenging boss fights. Precision and timing remain at the heart of the experience. Nioh 3 expands on character builds, weapon variety, and customization, allowing players to fine-tune their playstyle. The game's Japanese historical fantasy setting once again mixes real history with supernatural elements, creating a world that feels both grounded and mythical. Veterans will appreciate the depth, while newcomers will find more quality of life improvements than ever before. Team Ninja's combat expertise shines through, offering some of the most satisfying melee gameplay in modern action RPGs. If you love demanding combat with endless replay value, Neo 3 is a must-play. Marvel's Wolverine is one of PlayStation's biggest exclusives on the horizon, developed by Insomniac Games. After their success with Spider-Man, expectations couldn't be higher. This game focuses on a darker, more mature tone, perfectly suited for Logan's brutal fighting style and complex personality. Combat is designed to feel raw and aggressive, emphasizing close quarters action and visceral encounters. Rather than a massive open world, the experience appears more narrative-driven, allowing for tighter storytelling and pacing. Insomniac's attention to detail, animation quality, and character writing has fans confident this will be a standout superhero game. Wolverine's long history in comics and games gives the story plenty of material to draw from. For PlayStation fans, this is shaping up to be one of the generation's defining exclusives. At number 1, it could only be Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar's next open-world epic is easily the most anticipated game of 2026 and possibly of all time. The game marks a return to Vice City, reimagined with modern technology and an unprecedented level of detail. The world is expected to feel more alive than ever. GTA 6 introduces a new dual protagonist story, promising a fresh narrative approach while maintaining Rockstar's signature satire. Rockstar is known for pushing technical boundaries, and GTA 6 is expected to redefine what open-world games can do on PS5. Every trailer, screenshot, and announcement instantly dominates gaming discussion online. Even before launch, the game's cultural impact is undeniable. When GTA 6 finally arrives, it won't just be a release, it'll be an event. And that wraps up our list of the most anticipated PS5 games of 2026. Whether you're excited for massive open worlds, intense action, or story-driven exclusives, this year has something for every type of player. Let us know in the comments which game you're most excited to play, and if there's one you think we missed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next countdown.